I am just setting up, just gonna get my wet palette ready, and then we'll be good to go. Right then, I'm back with a suitably soggy palette. However, Pretzel seems to have stopped playing tunes, which isn't ideal. Let's reopen that, shall we? Who've we got in chat? Let's have a look. Who's here? Hey, Louis is here. Kathy, number 9, Room in the Elephant. How's it going? How is everyone? Good, thanks you. Yeah, I'm alright. Not too bad, not too bad. Room, you've got Prime Gaming as well if you want to throw a sub my way, which will be free using your Prime sub. That'll be more than excellent. Guardian Easter did the same thing last week. Appreciate that. I would love to know why Pretzel isn't working. That's where all my music comes from. Seems to have found something to play now. That'll do in the absence of anything else. Means we can at least get going. let's get this camera on and see where we're at. Hello there. Give this a bit of a wipe down, shall we? I've got it the wrong way around. I've got to wipe this side as well. Not very well prepared today. Fear not, it will improve. Right. Guardian Easter. Alright. How's it going, good sir? Let's put the big boy down, see how he sits. What are you working on today? So, today we are finishing off what we started last week. This big boy. So as you can see, we did 2 layers of orange. You can see some of the detailing in there, some of the texture, and we did 1 layer of yellow. So I'm going to go over all of the yellow, do all of the bone, and then the big bad boy weapon. It's looking good, thank you, Louis. How are you? How have you been? How's your week been since the last Warhammer stream? Lots of furniture shopping and German lessons. Nice. What furniture have you been looking for? Having some real issues with the music today. I don't know why. Don't know if Pretzel is down. It's playing like 1 song at a time and then dying on me. Storage options, coffee tables, TV furniture, blinds, curtains, rugs. Wow. Are you just in an empty house then? You're living in a shell of a home. Good opportunity to make it completely in your own image though, which is nice. Or possibly more likely in Lisa's image. Did I get that name right? I at least tried. God loves a trier. She is the architect. Nice. Seems like pretzel is not working. Kind of annoying. Not a great deal I can do about that. And here we go. Oh, it's doing the same thing. It finally loads up and then won't load any stations. It thinks it's loaded them, but it hasn't. And it's ruining my stream. Well, let's give our paints a bit of a shake and see if it sorts itself out. So, well, it's playing something. So we've got this one today. Doing the second layer of the extremities, the legs, the tail, arms, legs. So are you working on anything this evening, Louis? I have a feeling it was this one. Okay, let's see how we get on. Building Age of Sigma Lizardmen. Specifically Croxigores. What made you want to get those? We all agreed back in November that we'd give AOS a go. 9 months later I'm building the things. Nice. I think if I was going to go Sigma, I would go for probably like Chaos Demons so that I can play them in my 40k army. Yellow paint's really interesting because it's clearly got a lot of orange in it, which is good for this colour scheme. It goes really well with the orange paint. But you'd be a bit disappointed if you had any colour other than orange on the model. Just so happens that it's a good little combo for what I'm doing. Tom went with Cities of Sigma. Okay. Yeah, maybe he's tired of the Nurgles. I keep having to convince myself not to start a Nurgle army, as I already have I have Chaos Undivided. I also have World Eaters. Too much chaos. Is there such a thing as too much chaos? That's the question. Okay. I like how it gets yellow on the main bits but orange into the recesses. I think that looks pretty cool. Yeah, kind of with Sigma it's kind of odd because now they've got Warhammer the Old World as well. So there's almost 2 classic Warhammers now. And then you've got all your kill teams and all this other stuff. It's a lot. The old world really doesn't appeal to me. Yeah, see, the thing is with the old world is it's very similar to like classic Warhammer. Have you seen the sculpts for AOS versus classic Warhammer? No. I haven't. But stick it in the Discord, I'll take a look. Try reopening Pretzel. It was then playing 2 songs at once, which was also unhelpful. Having a bit of a nightmare with this music today. But the Tyranid is coming along nicely, and that's what we're here for. So, what is the comparison then between the two? Classic Warhammer has squat posing and scales. AOS has amazing sculpts. It's not really even a fair comparison. Okay. Yeah, I think Old World is more similar to the original style. But I like some of that nostalgic, classic, single pose models. I used to have a fair bit of classic Warhammer back in the day. I used to have like Chaos Marauders. Off the top of my head, I think they were called. I just remember lots of spiky bits, lots of flails and halberds. That's just chaos everything. Chaos Warhammer, Chaos 40k. Okay, just the side of the face to go, and that's the pretty much the yellow done. Which is nice. I used to have a Drakari and Blood Angels army. See, I used to really like Dark Eldar. I think they were cooler as Dark Eldar than they are as Drakari. There's some pretty good Blood Angels sculpts that came out not that long ago. Now I'm going to put a little bit of glow on these little bits here of the gun before I then put my usual turquoise over it. I think that could look cool. Something I've not done before, so just give it a bit of a try, why not? So, I've got the classic Tesseract Glow. So I'm going to give that a bit of a shake up. I'm going to put that in the little recesses of the gun, just to see what it looks like. And then I'm going to cover it in turquoise, because I have quite a block colour scheme for the Tyranids. Dark Dragon's Hydra is really cool. Keep telling myself I'll get some Blood Angels if Games Workshop sorts the Space Marine collection out. There are so many Space Marines coming out. There's like 3 or 4 new combat patrols. I think they're out this weekend. The white, is it White Scars? That one looks pretty cool. Once again, poured far too much. I poured enough of that out to the whole combat patrol. We'll go tiny brush for this one, I think. Have you seen the new combat patrols that come out this weekend? I think the problem is there are too many Space Marine models. Well, there are even more now. Don't even know where to start. That's it. I mean, you pick a faction and stick with it, I think. So when I was a kid, I quite liked Black Templar, but now I've just got Ultramarines now. Easy little blueberries. In fact, my first Warhammer stream, I painted some of them. One good thing about Space Marines and Tyranids at the minute is they're incredibly cheap to get started. Looks quite cool, this Tesseract Glow in the gun. Love the aesthetic of Black Templars. Yeah, well, when I bought a paint set when I was a kid, like 3rd or 4th edition, it came with a tactical squad, and I painted them in the colours of Black Templar because I was a Derby County fan. That's as much rhyme or reason as I needed. I was doing Rule of Cool from the age of 10. I just don't think I should own them in Germany for reasons. No, you want to get Imperial Guard if you're in Germany. See, I think that Tesseract glow looks quite cool in the weapon. What will make it look less cool is when I fill it full of turquoise like I'm about to do. Let me get the other side done. I don't think I'd have the willpower to explain the difference between the St. John's Cross and the Iron Cross. Yeah. Similar iconography can be good or bad, depending on how it's been perceived in history, I guess. You want to see some of the stuff they've got on Buddhist temples. I'm going to even do the end. I mean, this camera really doesn't like it when I point a massive long weapon at it. But I'm going to do the end for two reasons. One, to see what it looks like. And two, because I've poured so much paint onto my wet palette, it seems a shame not to use some of it. Right. I'll try and just get to that bit just next to the head. Seems reasonable. I might put some just down here. Just see if I can... So I'm going to go over this in turquoise, like I said. However, it might have quite a cool effect if it has this on it first. Almost like a highlighter. get the back as well. Hey, spoke to George yesterday. He's gonna come around here for a game in a couple of weeks' time. Should be good. Leave that to dry whilst I do the bony bits. Anything considered a bone or a spike? George's Necrons are daunting. Very well painted too. Yeah, he's very good with the old painting, is George. Although I think Necrons are one of the easier armies to paint. 2 shades of silver and a wash and away you go. A lot of people then put gold on them as well, don't they? But mine are the most basic Necrons you'll ever see. Brushes have we got in here? Yeah, let's use this one. So I'm going to use... I've got like a creamy brown that's quite good for bony bits. Let's have a look. Pallid bone. So I'm going to put this on quite thick because I'd quite like these bones to be kind of almost dark brown. Just so that they really stand out in the middle of its back. This is the reason I love painting Kroot. Zenithal and green wash does 90% of the work. Nice. Yeah, that's... I've based my Necrons. I've just based them with a silver spray and they already look like halfway there. I've got quite a simple paint scheme on my orcs as well, but sometimes simple can look quite cool. I just call it minimalist and put no effort in. Right then. How many of these spikes can we get a good slathering of bony brown on? Better than bony blue. This is going to need at least 2 coats. Maybe more. I should have, thinking about it, I should have gone back over the ones I caked in orange back into grey. But we'll see what it looks like after a few layers. Just patience. I'm much better at slapping loads on the brush and trying to make up for lost time than I am sitting and waiting. Let's get it from the other side. first layer of that gone on. Looks kind of interesting because it almost looks like I've done alternating spikes of the base colour and the limb colour. Which, in hindsight, could have been a cool thing to do. Maybe if I find a Tyranid with some more spikes on it, I might do that in the future. Overload the brush. Whack it on this. Same again, other side. Again, as you can see here, I've not tidied up any of my mistakes. Another lazy boy thing to do. Okay, try and get a coat on all of the. Find a spike and cover it in the liquid. It's a bit like painting with Coca-Cola, this is. Tower super difficult with clean lines and everything else. Yeah, I guess I'll find out about Tau in some time when I put my newly bought army together. My Kroot look better than my airbrushed Tau. It's just nice to sit here and get this sort of stuff done. Have a nice chat in Twitch and YouTube for anyone that turns up there. Get some painting done, nice and relaxing. Away we go. There's just so many spikes on this thing. I don't know whether I'm coming or going. I'm going to have to do all of these at least twice, probably 3 times. I've had a quick look at the towel box and I can definitely see how I want to do the colour scheme. I think just block colours, pink and yellow, will look quite cool. Maybe my next stream will be a Tau assembly stream. Never built Tau before, so it could be interesting. working my way around. It's like every time I paint a spike, another 2 replace it. Okay, I think that's the first layer of spikes appropriately done. Right, drink a bit of coffee and chill TF out now, whilst we let that dry. Coming along nicely though. So another couple of layers on the bony bits. I'm going to do trims of the hooves in actual dark brown, and then the gun in turquoise. That's the plan. Any other questions, suggestions, tips or tricks, just give me a shout and let me know, whether you're in YouTube or Twitch. We've already done an hour. Time flies. Hey, you like my mug? Pretty cool. I used to have a World of Warcraft one, but the handle snapped off that one. I wonder why last week when I streamed to YouTube I got like a dozen viewers and 4 concurrent for quite a lot. But this week I've had 1 viewer. Tricky, you got some little fiddly boys. That's fine. I don't mind you not talking, mate. Just happy when people are here. There are other people lurking that don't say much or anything, but I see their names in the viewer list, and it makes me smile. you what I might do is a little bit of Tyrannid purple for the tongue. I can do that. Whilst we wait for the other stuff to dry. This is pretty much gone, I think. Gene Stealer purple. Shake it. Oh yeah, shake it, shake it. Ooh, I'm shaking it. Shake it, shake it, shaking it. Yeah, baby. Shaking it. Oh yeah. Need to get one of them little things that shakes it for you. Anyone wants to send me one of those? It's my birthday next month. In fact, it's Guardian Easter's birthday this month. Was George's birthday last month? Use one of the rubbish brushes to get the goods out. Chuck my paintbrushes down, my paint pots down. I never know where they've gone. I've got a really nice little stand for them, but in the middle of using them they just get chucked on the floor, chucked on a shelf, another shelf, cupboard, drawer, whatever's nearest. Right, let's get this tong. We're getting old. Yeah, I'm the oldest I've ever been. I think it's a privilege though. Not everyone gets to. How far can I get in there without cocking it up? With the camera in my way. Still think it's very funny that we all got back into 40k at the same time. Yeah, yeah. And I've never looked back since. I swapped half the friends I had for plastic models. And now my life is much happier. Nice purple tone. Lovely. Stands out quite nicely, that. It is really coming along, yeah. Coming along nicely. Especially considering how quickly you've been working on the thing. Yeah, well we're now into the 4th hour of 2 streams. It's got a good chunk of paint on it. I just like the way the speed paints like texture up the carapace. It makes a big model a lot less daunting. Plus, every time I paint with them, I learn something new, or at least I try to, which is good. And I apologise for the music being very start-stop and a bit weird this evening, but Pretzel has decided that it's just going to be a mega pain today. So that's what we're dealing with. Restart it for the umpteenth time today. No, it's not working at all. I pay money for this. I pay money for Pretzel. And seemingly I get absolutely nothing in return. Not loading at all now. I mean, it's giving me time to let the model dry, but that's not what I'm here for. I wonder if the web... Well, actually the web page won't work because it's not set up. Not very impressed with this. Right, we're just going to have to paint in silence for a bit, unfortunately. I'll email Pretzel and find out what the hell is going on. Right, back to the bony bits. Turn it around, get the other side. Work our way around the spikes. The instructions to these crocs have 4 different colour options. Way too many choice for an idiot like me to choose from. Well, in Warhammer, you just roll the dice. Let the dice decide. Or whichever you think's the coolest. Rule of cool, always. I think a lot of this might be done after two passes. Again, apologies for the music, but Pretzel is broken and it's just playing whatever it wants to play essentially, and we're lucky that it's playing that. Okay, so far so good. Might give some certain bits of it one more coat. We'll see how I feel. Probably shouldn't share this with you for your build process and backlog, but Tom found that Vinted sells really cheap 40k stuff in comparison to eBay. Worth checking out if you need to expand your collection. Okay, that's interesting. I have looked on Vinted previously and never found anything that was quite right. So I've had some right bargains off eBay, to be fair. But I'll have a look, compare and contrast. Maybe I'll make a video on it. Could be something useful for my YouTube. You find the older models for more established factions are very cheap. Okay. I'll keep an eye out. Always good to have multiple sources of cheap Warhammer. This is my current to-do list. Which doesn't really need adding to. Old Tau tanks and fire warriors are rife. I kind of want some of the big beefy Tau guys. I think they look quite cool. Is it like a Mark 8 suit of some description? I think I saw on there. I also want to get some of, well, this is if I do go into Death Guard territory. I really want to find some of the old metal Nurglings, which I used to have, 20 years ago, and I want to do a tank conversion with those Nurglings, because that's what I did when I was like 12, and I'd quite like to replicate that. That backlog is impressive. That's the stuff I've not built, and then I've got quite a lot. I don't know if I can. I don't know if I've shown you before, or if I can try and get the camera to move over. If you just give me a sec. So if I move the face cam round, you should be able to see. It is over here. So the top shelf is Tyranid Combat Patrol, Necron Combat Patrol, Orc Combat Patrol. You can't really see it very well. They're all painted. Then underneath I've got loads of Necrons that are based, but loads of Orcs that are based. Although my Gazkul Thraka isn't based, he's just assembled. Then I've got another load of Tyranids. I've got some War Dogs that aren't painted and not even based. I've got Space Marine Combat Patrols, painted and based. Chaos Combat Patrol, painted and based. And then I've got a shed load of Chaos, predominantly unpainted, a lot of it without any base coat. And then a load of Blueberries that I'm yet to paint. So yeah, there's a lot going on.
What is that?
So there we have it, folks. I've got a lot of work to do. But I'm working on it, I'm doing my best. That's why we're here on a Wednesday night. Paint some Warhammer. Do a bit of a whammering. Is that the Orc Combat Patrol my brother didn't buy from you? Yeah, it is, yeah. That was my second Combat Patrol, that one. And I've got a like kit bashed conversion war boss, as well as the one that comes with the Combat Patrol. I'm quite looking forward to painting that, because I think it looks quite cool. So I've got plenty to work on, so that's why I thought I'll start streaming it and then maybe I'll actually get some stuff done. Let's have a look. Do I think I need any more of this? So I want it to be quite brown, and whilst it's brown in certain areas, I think the hooves still need doing. I think basically the biggest bits still need saturating. So give it another minute. Then I'm going to do the third layer of bony brown on some bits, and then turquoise on the gun. Probably do a couple of layers of turquoise on the gun. Actually, I might do a layer of turquoise on the gun first. No, actually, do the bony brown. Otherwise I get too confused about what I'm doing and where and why. Community and sharing the burden of building painting definitely helps productivity. Yeah, that's what I'm hoping for. From humble beginnings grows a mighty oak. Do these two hooves. And then probably do the head spike and the chin spike. Maybe these two big spikes at the front as well could do with a bit of saturation. Get these nice and bony. Head spike. Gonna put loads on the edge. And just a normal amount on the back. Same on the other side. And just a normal amount. So whilst that's drying, I'm just going to do a very dark brown on the trim of the hooves. Is this one of the newer sculpts? I don't know, to be honest. I bought it, oh, don't know, maybe a year ago? Close to a year ago, I think. I think I bought it when I was at Warhammer World for my birthday last year. Right. Dark wood, that's what I want. I think just doing the trim in dark wood should look, just make it stand out a little bit. Doing the etchy highlights on the carapace? No. I'm just models for Nid's defo appeal to me. Yeah, I'm not gonna bother with the etchy highlights. I'm just finishing the hooves off with a little bit of brown, that's all. Be very funny to see if you manage to paint a Tau combat patrol before I do. Think you beat me at the rate I'm going. Okay. Hey, it's not a race. Mine's still in the box. I literally only bought mine because it was at such a good price. A combat patrol for 60 quid. It's got to be good in anybody's books. Although saying that, I've not actually opened the box to see if there is a combat patrol in it, or if I've been scammed. The new or old combat patrol? It's the one with the tank fish thing in it. Guessing that's the old one. Give that a bit of drying time. Actually, just missed a bit. Might need a second layer on that, but other than that, it's looking pretty cool. Tank's the new one, I believe. It looks like this. It's got a Pathfinder team, a Breacher team, a Devilfish, and a Commander in Enforcer battlesuit. 60 quid. It's still sealed. So one would like to hope that there is no scam. It's just a cheap combat patrol. Box is quite big as well. Bigger than any of my other combat patrol boxes. You paid you paid 40 quid for what? The combat patrol? Or the kill team? Just a Pathfinder kill team. Okay, so 60 quid, pretty good deal then. Which brush do I want to use for the gun? That is the big question. I think it's going to need to be a slow and steady wins the race kind of job with this gun. Yeah, let's use a smaller brush and try and take our time, which is not my forte. Shake it up now, funk soul brother. Right, let's get going on this weaponry, shall we? Could probably have gone a brush size up. This is going to take a while. And then because it takes too long, I overlaid my brush and we cause problems. Gonna take a couple of coats this one. It's just absorbing it, taking it all in. We're getting there. Oh shit, just looked up and saw the vibrant cyan colour. Looking good. Thank you. Yeah, when I first started painting my Tyranids, I was like, right, what sort of thing should I use for the weaponry? I was like, what's the colour that would look the least where it should be? I don't think Tyranids should be defined by human aesthetic standards. So I thought, right, I'm going to do the 3 primary colours, red, yellow and blue, and then this is the variation of that I've ended up using. What I might do is like dry brush a bit of silver over the gun, but or maybe even a bit of black. I don't know. A bit of both. We'll see. See how we feel. Hey. Because GW just stole the colour scheme, the idea for NIDS from Alien, right? Yeah, I think Alien and NIDS are very similar. There's an album cover for a band that I'm going to see live in a couple of weeks, and it's basically an alien from Alien. But my first thought was, oh, it's a Tyranid. That's the first side done. Oh, I've seen some cool dark red and black NIDs. Yeah. Yeah, there's some cool colour schemes. But yeah, I think I just picked 3 paints out of my set and away I went, and now I'm stuck with it. Got a whole combat patrol painted this way. In fact, one of them's on this shelf behind me here. See if you can see that. School Candy, how's it going, friend? Are you good? What time is it where you are? Nearly home time. Nearly the end of the day. Almost 4 PM. Another half an hour. Nearly there. What's the plan when you get home? Asked the wife if she wants me to pick up wine for dinner on the way home. She said shots. Nice. Unless that means she's had a bad day, in which case not nice, but also shots. Could be if she didn't elaborate. Yeah, could be celebratory shots, commiseratory shots, shots because shots. If anything, this turquoise is a little bit too thin. Just trying to not overload the brush, that's all. Hey, I've watched a couple more episodes of Mobland School Candy as well, so I'm not behind. I might even finish it later if I can be bothered. You should paint an army pink and white with gold sparkles and call them Star Guardians. Well, I was actually talking about doing a Tau army that was pink and yellow. But what's a Star Guardian? I'm unfamiliar. Pretty Space Marines are Star Guardians. Okay. It kind of worked for Tau, which I was going to paint pink and yellow. My Star Guardian Tau. For the greater good. Reasonable. That's the first coat done of the gun. Oh, I thought it was. Turns out I've not done any of the back of the pipe at all. It's amazing how you can think you're done and then you turn it around and there's a huge chunk of grey. It's like my special move, that is. There's loads in there, look. It's all grey. I don't think that's even got any prime on it. I don't know how I would have got the prime in here. Seems to be taking the paint okay, to be fair. Right, let's leave that for now. Do another coat shortly. Well, nearly 2 hours. So that's two 2-hour streams. And we're getting close to having something that looks ready for the battlefield. Oh, look at that. How did I manage that? Oh no. Oh dear, oh dear. Looks like an overripe banana, didn't it, that? I can't believe I biffed that as badly as I have. Well, let's try and fix that up, shall we? It's too dark, I'm going to have to put grey on it and go again. Well, that's annoying. Got a bit of a bold tail now. Don't know how I managed to biff that up so bad. Maybe I'll just put some, put a bit of white on it. Bit of white will be alright, no problem. Rebase coated. Nothing another coat of paint won't fix. That's the rules. Happy accidents. So now my job list has gone from another couple of coats on the weapon to another couple of coats on the tail. Hey, we've got Quarty in the chat. How's it going, good sir? Been following since the 5th of February 2024. Wow. I don't think I was even streaming then, was I? So I'll look at the messages. When does The War Within come out? Okay. Still playing WoW, Quarty? That's a very early follower. That's one of the things with these big guys. They're so hard to hold and paint that I end up making some mistakes. Well, let's go for layer number 2. Should take it a little bit better now it's already got a thin coat on. Well, Corty came in, said hello, and off he went. Looks very minty, doesn't it, this gun? Minty fresh. Can't imagine there's much about a Tyranid that smells minty. Okay, that's that side done. Let's do this side. Then the various bits of pipe work. Looking pretty cool now, this gun. Okay, let's get a little bit of yellow over that white from earlier. Try and touch this back up. One fixed layer. Do another couple just to fix that mistake from earlier. What I might do is chuck some PVA glue on the base and throw some stuff on it. What do we reckon? Where's my PVA glue? See, I like to put the texture on all the way around the base. Most people don't, they just paint the sides of the base. We all have our preferences, don't we? I prefer to paint the rim. Everyone prefers to paint the rim. I've never seen anyone that doesn't, but I just always have done. I've always... that's not the right brush. I've always just chucked it all the way around. Each to their own, I suppose. Let's get me box of tricks out. Here we have a Pokemon tin filled with gravel from the bottom of a fish tank. Oh, it's too big to fit in. Oh no! Now what do I do? I guess I put him in the lid and just pour onto him, I guess. Oh, this isn't easy to do with a camera. Not sure entirely how toxic the smoke coming off this is, but here we are. Give it the old shuffle. Yeah, I found this fish tank gravel, and I was like, it was about 1/10 of the price of proper basic material, and it had exactly the sort of texture and colour that I was hoping for. Because I always think of like barren desert wastelands left behind by Tyranids. So that's what I went for. That's what you can see here. Now I'll attempt to pour this back into the box. And we should have a reasonably base model. There we go. Looks pretty reasonable to me, and it's mine. So, how do you like them apples? Right, I mean, I'm covered in sand now, which isn't ideal. So there we have it, folks. So it's taken me a little, oops, get rid of that, a little over 4 hours. But we have a tabletop ready big boy Tyranid. There you go. What do you think of that then, guys? A good result for such a big model as well. Cheers, buddy. Yeah, for saying, you know, I've not taken 24 hours to paint something that's a world-class standard. I don't have the ability to do that. But what I have done is in just over 4 hours, I've made something that looks respectable and usable on the tabletop. So yeah, I'm happy with that. And nice to end the stream with a finished model. I might do a bit like little bits of work on it, but I'm happy with that. And that'll be the end of the stream for today. So I appreciate everyone that's been here, everyone that's watched on demand. Thank you very much. Hopefully you've had a good time, had a good day, and I'll see you again for our next Warhammer session. See ya. Cheers. Appreciate you being here. Thank you very much. Have a good one.